אתה לא מספיק רזה. הם נכנסים אלינו לחדר פעמיים בשבוע, ויאללה, כולם להוריד את הבגדים ותחתונים. אתה חצי קלאץ', אתה לא מספיק רזה. אני חושב אולי להוריד לכם עוד באוכל, וכאילו הם נכנסים כולם ביחד, כל המחבלים. הם כאילו מנהלים על זה דיון.
כשאתם כולכם עומדים שם ערומים מולה?
כולנו עומדים ערומים.
ומנהלים דיון אם להוריד לכם עוד מהאוכל.
אם להוריד לנו עוד מהאוכל. אתה רואה אותם עם חיוך על הפנים של... אתה מבין שזה חרטה, אתה מבין שהם סתם באו לדפוק עליך סטלבט, אבל אתה אומר בונה, כאילו לאיזה רמות אפשר לרדת.
אין יותר נאצי מזה.
לא, אין יותר נאצי מזה. אני שונא את ההשוואות על השואה, אבל זה הכי שם שיש. אתה אומר לעצמך שאין לעצמך את הפריבילגיה לוותר, אין דרך אחרת. בסוף אני אצא מפה. את השרשראות מאוד מאוד צמוד. השרשראות חותכות לך את הרגליים. אתה הולך לשירותים ולוקח לך 10 דקות להגיע לשירותים. סיטואציה היחידה שמורידים לך את השרשראות ברגליים, זה נטו שאתה הולך להתקלח.
באיזה תדירות?
פעם בחודשיים.
The horrific testimonies that coming out from the survivors of October 7, the survivors of captivity, are nothing short than the Holocaust. And I'm saying this as a granddaughter of a Holocaust survivor, which named me after his mother who didn't survive Auschwitz. These are the same stories, Nazis, that sadistic, monstrous brain of theirs, of the torture that they were implicit on their victims. The Nazis in Germany were able to do it in a much larger scale, but I believe that the monsters of Gaza are way more monstrous, way more barbaric with the things that they've done to Israelis and non-Israelis on October 7th and since then. We are here every morning. Today is day 544. We're here to demand from these inhumane, barbaric, rapist, modern-day Nazis, monsters, to surrender and let all of the 59 hostages go now, immediately. Let them all go. Surrender. And that's how you can end the war. All of those people who are opposing the war, who wants the war to end, who want ceasefire, start demanding the release of the hostages, and for Hamas, Palestinian Islamic Jihad, and all of their complicit to surrender. We will continue going and defend ourselves wherever we need to, in whatever means necessary. Israel sent out a warning to Israelis. This is just a normal thing for Israelis. Everywhere they travel in the world, they need to be extra aware of the surroundings, try to hide the Israeli identity and Jewish identity. But the IDF and the intelligence units are finding concrete information in Europe, specifically in Germany, the Netherlands, Sweden, Bulgaria, where they see Hamas terrorists, Hamas groups in those countries planning terrorist attacks against Israelis. This coming holiday, Passover, it's a big holiday for traveling. Many Israelis are traveling across the world during that time. You gotta be extra cautious because they will try, as they failing in the war in Gaza, they have no other option but to try to harm Israelis overseas. And obviously over there, it's way easier because the authorities are doing fucking nothing to protect their own citizens in Europe, for example. So Israelis and Jews around the world, this coming Passover, be aware, be vigilant, and make sure that you are not getting caught in a terrorist attack. It's hard to say, it's hard to predict a terrorist attack, but there's ways that you can just be aware where to not put yourself in situations when there are crowded areas, when you have your Jewish identity. Even though I keep saying every video every post that I make every day, I'm saying you gotta be a proud Jew, be a proud Jew, but also be a smart Jew. Right now, as our enemies are multiplying, and this poll was saying, Harvard Harris poll showing that it's crazy, 48% of Americans between the ages 18 to 24 support Hamas over Israel. That's insanity. That's insanity. And the reason for it is because they're fucking idiots. That shows you when you between 18 to 24, you're very uneducated. The only education these young people have today is TikTok, and that TikTok is brainwashing them to support Hamas, the barbaric monsters, rapist monsters. So we're here every morning to continue and educate and to show you the atrocities of Hamas and the fact that they are no different than the Nazis in the Holocaust. And this is why they must be eliminated. The ideology must be eliminated. They live in this delusional idea that they're gonna take over Israel and they're gonna take over the world. That's never gonna happen. They're gonna fail miserably, continuously failing miserably. They will never be able to take over Israel. Israel is strong. The nation of Israel is the strongest nation that ever existed. We are so tiny, 0.2% of the whole world population, yet we're continuously surviving those massacres and real genocide. And we're never going anywhere. We will continue living in a homeland Israel from the Jordan River throughout Judea and Samaria to the Mediterranean Sea, and we will take Gaza. We're already taking some parts of Gaza, the envelope, and we'll continue to take more if necessary. Am Israel Chai, forever.